Hey, what's up, guys? It's Kyle Jones, Sam Jones, and here is your Buoy 10 Daily Fishing Report. Today is Saturday, August 16th, the day after the big storm, and a little bit of unsettled weather yet today. Wind still blowing out of the southwest just a little bit, but you can see Sam's calling the seals. She's trying to feed them. We had an absolutely fantastic day today. Just pretty awesome, especially since a lot of times after a big storm like this, the estuary will sort of clear out of fish, and it can be really hard to find fish. So I was definitely nervous today about what would transpire and what kind of fishing we would see. And shoot, we got out. So we started this morning just above the bridge on the Oregon side, like just pulled out of the marina and pretty much started fishing, and hooked a couple of fish pretty quick. I didn't land any of them, and then landed one kind of up as we got up about the East Basin. It was marking a few fish, but there wasn't really anything going on. And Brett had started up at Tongue Point, and Barry had started kind of in between Brett and I. So I kind of had an idea what was going on up there, and there really wasn't a whole lot going on up there. They were each kind of getting one here, one there, like getting bites, and maybe marking a few fish. So wasn't much going on. So I got a call from my buddy Bob. Thanks, Bob. And he was over on the Washington side below the bridge and was on an absolute heater. So since there was nothing going on, and he hooked a double, and then while I was on the phone, and then texted me a little while later and said he had another double, I was like, yeah, I'm out of here. So we jumped over there, and I think we missed kind of the main part of the bite that he was on. But as soon as we dropped in, we started seeing some fish on the live scope, and started hooking. We started hooking a few, finally landed a couple, and we got out toward the fort, and I turned around and I went back up to do it again, and just didn't really get into anything on that second pass. So I just kept going, and then holy moly, we got out between the fort and Chinook, and it lit on fire. We went through about a 40-minute period where we couldn't keep the gear in the water. It was awesome. It was that magical Buoy 10 Chinook bite, like we all dream about, and that's what we want. So it was awesome for Sam, because today was Sam's last day here. They're gonna head home. He's got football practice starting on Monday. He's got to go steal some souls, but loves it when I tell him that. But yeah, so it was really good. So today most of our bites came on herring. I'm running little orange label herring and an anchovy helmet. That has been probably one of my most consistent things. And then we busted out the hoochie spinners today at Sam's urging. He couldn't believe that I wasn't running more spinners, and so we put some spinners out, and bam, we're gonna be running more spinners. So any blades that had yeah, what do you think about that? Like, should have been doing it earlier. Any blades that had any bit of white in them seemed like they were our number ones, but those are the only ones we had out, so other ones probably would have worked too. But yeah, so that's going to be my program tomorrow. I think tomorrow I'll probably start somewhere over there below the bridge on the Washington side in that deep water. One of the other things that was kind of interesting was we were in that deep water, and I was marking fish all over the place. There was fish that were high, there was fish that were on the bottom, but the biters seemed to be way up. I mean, we're running our gear with the live scope. I could see the live scope there. I could see that our gear was fishing at our gear fishing at 25 feet or so down on the graph. Was those fish were coming in and biting, whereas when I would drop gear to the deeper ones, I didn't seem like I was getting bit. But I don't know if, I didn't have very many rods down there, so maybe that was the thing. I really don't know. It was kind of odd. Usually you see those fish loaded up down near the bottom. You can drop them down there and just smoke show them, but didn't happen like that today. So anyway, a little bit of an earlier day for us, so I'm gonna take that, get back and hang out with Danny and the kids, because they're headed home tomorrow. Henry starts football practice on Monday too, so everybody's got to get back to school and do all that stuff, right, Sam? Mm-hmm. Anyway, God bless, guys. I will see you tomorrow. Sam's signing out for now. He'll be back. I'm sure he'll be on the boat for some Clearwater stuff. Peace out. All right. God bless, guys. We'll see you tomorrow.